Hello, everyone. Namaskaram and welcome to podcast Positivity with Purva. So today with us, we have a very beautiful guest, Mrs. Nisha Modi, who's a yoga expert. And in today's times, वो कहावत है ना योगा से ही होगा आज इसको बहुत हम डीपली एक्सप्लोर करेंगे एंड बिफोर दैट आई वुड लव टू इंट्रोड्यूस आवर गेस्ट मिसेस निशा मोदी. Nisha has been practicing yoga and teaching yoga for the last 6 years. I hope I'm right. Yeah. And leaving a job of MNC, she has an experience of working with a number of MNCs. And after completing, she chose to take her full time career with yoga. And after completing certification from Yoga Alliance, also Patanjali Yogpit and Yoga Certification Board Ayush Mantralay, she has been taking personal sessions, group sessions, yoga therapy, Garbha Sanskar, and has an expertise in lifestyle ailments too. Like nowadays, there are a lot of lifestyle ailments, hypertension, BP, diabetes. So she has been taking sessions for natural conceptions also for quite some time. Yes, and one person who believes that living a healthy and stress-free life just by making small tiny changes in the lifestyle we can achieve the goal of conception. I know many of them over here are watching this, trying to conceive. So today is a time where you're preparing और योगा से होगा इसको आज deeply explore करेंगे हम लोग. Yes, so I extend a heartful welcome to you, Nisha ji. Thank you so much for joining in and being readily agreeing to being a part of this podcast. Thank you so much, Nisha, and welcome.
Thank you so much, Purva. I'm absolutely honored to listen so much about me. Thank you so much. So, yes, I have been working with Ayushman Mantralaya and I have worked with corporate as well for good 12 years. And this is my passion. I mean, yoga is my passion. For me, yoga is the way of life. I just cannot imagine even a day without yoga. And if you see, I mean, हमारे भारतीय संस्कृति में every day is yoga. We stand in front of mandir like this. This is namaskaram, right? Namaskar mudra. We do that. When we sit in Indian toilets, that is mal asana, garland pose. Very good for fertility. So that is yoga. No matter when we are bending down to pick up something from the ground, that is forward bending. There are lots of things. I mean, honestly, we Indians, everybody is an expert in yoga, and we just need to restart to think that yoga se hi hoga. There is no other way out because this is ancient thing. This is not something new which we have discovered. It has been coming from since ages. Yeah. So we just need to believe, and yeah, that's it. Just believe and surrender. Only two words. That is it.
Okay. Like when you are telling me about this, I remember that movie ABCD. Anybody can dance. Like, क्योंकि like at times I feel, oh my God, this pose is so difficult. I don't know if I'm able to do it. Like it looks like you're making it so simple, easy, and lovely. Yoga is a part of life. And the way you have told ki, yes, every Indian, every day we do yoga, it's like, yes, anybody will be able to do it with time and practice, right? So, can you
Absolutely.
enlighten us about yoga and its philosophy in basic? What is yoga and its philosophy?
Okay, honestly, if you want to get a bookish knowledge, okay, yoga comes from the word yuj, Y-U-J, that is Sanskrit word, which means it's an union of yourself with the universal self. If I put this in Hindi, जीवात्मा से परमात्मा का मिलन योग है. Okay, that is yoga. Now, how yoga helps you? When yoga, first of all, yoga is not a physical practice, it's a spiritual practice. Only 20% what we do in yoga session is physical, rest 80% is from here, from your mind. So if you believe, Purva, that yes, I'm ready to work on myself, and I want to achieve certain things, be it any asana, be it if you want to cure your lifestyle ailments like high bp, low bp, pcos, pcod, thyroid, diabetes. If you believe that yes, you are ready to work on yourself, then yes, you just need to get help of an expert, and you would achieve it. So that's all about basic yoga definition and how yoga helps.
Sounds amazing. So nowadays, so many people are suffering from so many diseases and so many things coming up which we have never even heard before. And now things have become so common. So today, can you just share any example, personal example where yoga didn't just help but transformed someone's health journey?
Yes, absolutely. So not one of my students, but one of my colleagues. We did the teachers training together, and she was a doctor. She was reluctant to reverse her PCOS condition, which she was suffering from for last 13 years. With continuous practice of only 6 months, she actually reversed that, and she conceived after like 14, 15 years of marriage, and she has a beautiful girl who is 2 years now. So that is a very, very wonderful example and a very lovely experience, in my opinion, where my colleague reversed the PCOS condition, and she conceived, and now she is a mother. So yeah, that is a great example how yoga can transform your life.
Thank you so much for sharing this, Nishaji. It sounds like, a journey which felt like impossible turned into I am pregnant. So it's really wonderful. So anytime I would like to ask you, did you feel ki yoga is not just about exercise or like a moment where you felt this is beyond science, this is something very deep?
Oh yes, absolutely. So let me take an example of my example. So I had cervical issue, okay, severe cervical issue. I was not able to get up from my bed for good 1 month. And my brother-in-law, Jake is a doctor. So I consulted him, and he said that you don't need any medication, you don't need any surgery, you just need yoga. And I'm like, what? Why are you saying this? He's like, there are a lot of things which goes beyond science, which even doctors admit that if you do yoga, there are certain movements, there are certain pranayamas, there are certain stretch, there are certain inversions, there are certain twists which you do to get better. So why it goes beyond science, Purva? Because whenever you go to an allopathic doctor, he can give you some tablets, he can do scans, he can figure out that what's going on inside. But in order to cure that, he will either two things. Either he will give you some drugs. When I say drugs, it means tablet in the form of tablet, or you can go for surgery. Maybe he'll cut you open and then he will remove the fibroids or whatever. There are only two options, right?
Yes.
Or third thing, he can tell you just practice yoga. When you practice yoga, what happens? With yogic postures, you simply twist your body in a way which gives internal massaging to your organs. And when you get that internal massaging, then your organs stimulate and starts working properly. So that's how yoga goes beyond science. Yoga goes beyond human logic. So yeah, that's all I have to say about this.
I hope all the viewers are actually listening to this very deeply. This is a very deep message which Nisha ji has shared with us. So nowadays there are many cases like endometriosis, PCOS, PCOD. So can all this be managed, or can the internal organs, yeah, all this symptoms or conditions, can they be reversed with yoga?
Yes, absolutely, Purva, absolutely. So what happens if you see PCOS, PCOD, you do not get since birth, right? It's a lifestyle ailment. Okay. and even fibroids, endometriosis. These things doesn't come when you are born. Okay, maybe diabetes can come because if it's hereditary, if your parents are suffering from it, at after certain age you might develop it, right? So that's a separate thing. But PCOS, PCOD, fibroids, these things are absolutely depending on your lifestyle. And what happens? The what should I tell you? 100%. What do we blame is your cortisol levels, stress level. Okay, we are very much stressed. Just see what's happening around you, right? There's so much competition. You need to do job. You need to take care of kids. Or if you do not have kids, then you have to take care of your house, your parent-in-laws. There's so many things, right, going around. So we are always stressed because of the competition, because of the lifestyle which is there. Yeah. So yes, it does. When you practice yoga continuously, it brings down your cortisol level, and yes, that's how it helps. Of course.
Yes, you spoke of a very important issue like stress and the cortisol hormone. And that's something which impacts many things, right from reproductive health to cancer and people going into depression. So, when we speak of cortisol or when we speak of the stress hormone, how does yoga help in regulating the stress hormone?
See, where does the stress get produced? In head, right? Not in your body. Yeah. So we are producing that head here in our head. When we do pranayama, Purva, we actually
Yes.
work our spiritual self. We actually work here. Pranayama is for body, maybe 20%, but 80% is for your head. When we do yoga nidra, when we do relaxation, when we do meditation, we're working fully on your head. And when you do that, then you do reduce the stress level. Plus, there are a few asanas, Purva, where we do inversions. When I say inversions, it means forward bending. When your head is crossing your heart, okay? Then in that case, what happens? The blood flow rushes, okay? Blood flow starts going towards your brain and it increases. So when that happens, the stress level goes down. There are a lot of pranayams like Brahmari, Nadi Shodhan. These pranayams are there which reduces your stress level drastically. So yes, it does help.
So, does every pranayam help different types of conditions? Like for every condition, there are different types of yogasans and pranayamas which can help them regulate or dissolve that condition if it is worse.
Yes, absolutely. So there are lots of pranayama which should not be done by high BP people or if somebody has hernia. So not all pranayama and all yoga asanas for everybody. So there are a lot of there are two types of pranayama. One is relaxing and calming pranayama or cooling down pranayama. Another one is energizing or heating pranayama. Okay. So the pranayama which will help you become pregnant or which will reduce your stress level, that is Nadi Shodhya, relaxing one, and the calming pranayama. And yoga asanas, yes, I mean yoga is the answer for a lot of ailments. So we have like more than 200, 300 asanas which will help in different types of ailments. So yes, not all pranayama is for fertility and not all yoga asanas is for fertility. There are different and separately designed asana and pranayama for fertility.
Okay. So if someone is listening right now, okay, and they are like, please tell me what to do, just tell me what to do. What are your top three yoga poses for this reproductive health? And if it's a beginner, then how can they safely start
Mhm.
like today from home itself?
Yeah, so Purva, if somebody is listening to me right now and if they want to start practicing right away, right after listening to this podcast, I would give them only three poses. which are very, very, very easy. First is Baddha Konasana or butterfly pose. Okay, it put pressure on your pelvis floor. Second one is Viparit Karni. We just put leg against the wall to regulate the blood flow. And third would be Devi Asana or Mala Asana. They can choose between these two. Not everybody can do Devi Asana, not everybody can do Garland pose. So they can choose between these two. So that's it.
So, are there any specific asanas for sperm health as well as ovum health?
Oh yes, like I told you, for pelvis floor, yes. So Baddha Asana is one asana which everybody can do and anybody can do, right? Starting from kids, old men, women who are trying to conceive and who are trying for a better health, anybody can do. Butterfly, Baddha Asana, Titli Asana. These are different names of that asana.
Okay. Yoga helps in sperm health too?
Yes, absolutely. See, what happens when men are more stressed than women, right? They have a lot of things going on and they're not very expressive, okay? And they too get emotional, but they do not show it. So they just keep it inside them. So there are lots of practices where, and stress is stored here in your chest, yeah? It's made here and stored here in your chest. So there are lots of asana, Purva. There are lots of practices. There are lots of mudra which we can do, which we can practice for better sperm health, for better sperm count and healthy sperm. Yes, because if the stress level goes down, it automatically increases the sperm numbers and sperm health. So yes, there are lots of asana and practices for sperm health.
Okay, now to all the viewers, thank you so much, Nishaji, for sharing this. Now imagine a couple who is sitting inside the hospital, okay, and they are about to go for maybe their procedures and they are very stressed out. So, sitting in that condition, can you just tell 1 or 2 minutes, anything for the next 5 minutes, which they can do and feel relief at that moment when they are about to enter for the procedures for the men as well as the women?
Yes, absolutely, Purva. So if somebody is just waiting for the procedure and if they have made their mind that they have to get pregnant, first thing, first and foremost, it's for everybody, for every individual who is ready to take the next step, is surrender. First thing, you have to fully surrender towards the nature and towards the cosmos, okay, the cosmos where we're living in. Second is belief. Just trust yourself. Just believe in yourself that yes, I can certainly do it. Because if you do not believe, you won't be able to. So if you just surrender and believe, your half of the battle is won already. Now 50% or half of the battle you still need to fight. And that 50% would be practicing yoga asanas, practicing pranayama. So these things are there. And I just want to say that please do not worry. Yoga is the way. Yoga se hi hoga. There is no other way. Yes, there are medical ways as well. IVF is there, surrogacy is there. These things are there. Yes, I'm not denying that because science has developed a lot. These things are there. But if you want to do something naturally, 100% naturally and organically, then you need to eat good. You need to eat sattvic, first thing. And second thing, you just need to practice few asanas, few pranayama, few relaxation techniques, few meditation, and there you go. Within maybe within no time, you have been trying to achieve it for so long, right? Let's give 3 to 6 months more to yoga. Just believe, and you would definitely see a positive sign, a positive result.
Yes, absolutely. Like with consistency and time, I think the couple are going to achieve their goal. And can you highlight a bit about this also? Like, if there is a couple who is planning parenthood, then how will yoga help them and also the baby to grow? And what is going to be like if there it's a couple who is practicing or a beginner who has never tried yoga, what would you suggest as a person who's already in this field for so many years?
So what would I suggest? That's a very interesting question. Okay, see, honestly, Purva, I don't think in India, there is even a single household I don't think there is a single individual who has not practiced yoga before. Whether they're aware or they're unaware, they are practicing. But still, if they're just starting like regular practice, or if they're just getting into a disciplined way into yoga, I would simply tell them to be consistent, first thing, and to be disciplined and to show up for the sessions. Once they show up, Purva, nothing, see, yoga is not a magic. Okay, I would not say that it will magically. I have a magic wand. I'll just rule it like this, and poof, you're pregnant. No, it won't happen like this. You just need to be. You just need to be consistent. Show up for your session. Believe, surrender, and believe in the yoga teacher that she's an expert and she would be able to help me in this, and just believe on in your body that, see, Purva, women were designed to conceive and men were designed to put the conceiving seed into women. Okay, that's how we were designed by the almighty, and it's same across the race. Okay, I mean, we don't know anybody where men gets pregnant and women puts the seed. Okay, we don't know any reverse way. Okay, so the natural way is this, what I told you. So our body is designed in a way. That's how we were designed by the Almighty, by this cosmos, by the nature. So just believe, surrender, and start the practice, and you will see a difference. And once you get pregnant, Purva, we are very much mistaken that we choose when the baby comes. No, we don't choose. Everything is decided by the Almighty, okay, by this universe. And the baby choose you. We don't choose the baby. Once you get pregnant, you will see a different, when the baby is born, you'll see a different baby altogether. The baby will be healthier, happier, and very calm if you practice throughout your pregnancy journey. So that's how yoga helps. Yoga has a couple and the baby who would born.
Absolutely agree with this, Nisha ji, because yoga is something which it's like a game changer in the entire conception journey when it comes to the health of the baby as well as the couple who's trying to conceive. And like you said, like uh, it's not about just that time, it's about the beautiful consistency in which they are doing it. And then okay, nowadays there are so many reels, okay, like nowadays in which the woman is in her seventh month, eighth month, ninth month, and she's practicing like complex poses, and it looks like so what would you say on this, like when viewers look उनको भी लगता है यार मैं मेरी प्रेगनेंसी में भी ऐसे करूँ तो huh? So to reach in that mode, or like, are there any risks, or like, what would you say on this?
Yes, absolutely, Purva. So nowadays, it's really, if everybody feels entitled who has a phone and internet, okay? So they record anything, they share anything, and viewers, we are intelligent, but at times we just put a pause button to that intelligence, and we just believe what we see, which is absolutely wrong. As per yogic text, as per Patanjali, who has written the Yoga Sutra, which we follow, which all the yoga teachers follow, and as per me, I mean, I have been practicing this for so many years. I would never ever recommend anybody to do any inversion, to do any asana which will put pressure on your tummy or on your back. It's a beautiful journey, Apurva. So let's enjoy it. Just be relaxed. Just be absolutely happy about it. Feel it. What's happening within you? There are two souls within your body. One is you. One is your baby. Just feel what's happening. No, please do not do any complex poses, any difficult poses. It's very wrong and it puts you and your baby at the risk. Please do, I would request all of the viewers to not believe in every reel which you see and not to not believe in every individual who are coming online. Okay, so not everybody is that much knowledgeable, and they're just doing it for views, enough views maybe. So no, please do not do that. I would not recommend, not at all.
Yes, very true. Because social media, the real world and the real world is something entirely different. To completely agree with you. I would like to ask you one thing. Like people feel that yoga is very slow too. Like let me just be honest. Some people think yoga is not powerful enough or is too slow. So is there one myth about yoga and also fertility that you would love to break today?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, people feel that yoga is a slow process. Yes, it is a slow process. I would not break that myth. That's correct. सब लोगों ने आई बिलीव सब लोगों ने पढ़ाई की है बचपन में सब लोगों ने खरगोश और कछुए की कहानी सुनी होगी राइट सब लोगों ने
Yes.
सुनी है I don't think there is even a single person who would be listening to this podcast who do not know about the tortoise and the rabbit story. So what happens? Rabbit starts fast and then he gets tired, then he sleeps. And tortoise, like he's going slowly, slowly, धीरे धीरे चलते चलते चलते, he reaches the finishing point. So that's how yoga works. Yes, it's a slow process because it's working internally. It's healing you internally. It's not superficial, not at all. It's not superficial at all. So when you go for any procedure, uh, maybe IVF or if you're going for surrogacy or adoption, these things are different options, okay, for conceiving or to bring a baby to this world. So in this, you are not getting healed internally. Yes, there are things happening internally, but that is medically. Okay. About yoga, it is a slow process, but it's everlasting. Once you are able to do any pose, or once you see the magic of yoga, Purva, there is no going back. Once you feel, once you just feel what happens to your body after pranayama and after relaxation, you'll be amazed. You'll be absolutely amazed that can I be this relaxed? It's a different horizon which needs more exploration. It's absolutely different. And yes, it will definitely heal you from within. And fertility, a myth about fertility. See, honestly, we are designed, women are designed to conceive. Okay. If there is no complex problem, like there are problem where you do not form enough red blood cells and these things, apart from these complex problems, if you have like basic problem like PCOS, PCOD, fibroid, or maybe unknown reason for conceiving, you don't need to worry. We got your back. Yoga got your back. Just believe in ancient sages who used to practice yoga, who have written these books, and trust me, you will get the result what you're looking for.
Thank you so much for breaking this fertility as well as about yoga. I feel every person who is watching this, listening to this should spread this word and हर घर में योगा आजकल कहा जाता है. So what do you think is the future of yoga and how should everyone start? Is it important for everyone to imbibe it every day in the life? Also the correct time, if you could highlight, like, a person, what will be the correct time to do yoga and how can they imbibe in one's life, like har ghar yoga, like every day.
So, see, we are very busy, right? Our couples are very busy nowadays. Everybody's working, they have targets to meet, they have a team to take care of. We are very, very busy. The right time to do yoga is empty stomach, first thing in the morning. If by chance, if you're not getting that time, maybe you're very busy, you're not a morning person, you cannot wake up in the morning, you can do it before going to sleep as well. At least an hour before going to sleep. You can do at that time as well. And yes, yoga should be the way of life, not a part of life, but the way of life. It should be practiced by everybody and anybody who is on a journey for a better, healthier, and happier self. And if you ask me about future of yoga, Purva, honestly, I do take sessions across the world. Okay, I do have students from Singapore, USA, from Dubai, from Philippines, from Australia, from New Zealand, and so on and so forth. I have like approximately 40 students, and I do take sessions round the clock because of difference in time zone. And as an Indian, we might not have understood the value of yoga, but they know. They are realizing it now, and they feel so excited and they feel so happy after the practice. So yes, Purva, yoga has a great future, and yoga can achieve something which medical science can't. There are lots of things. There are lots of it goes beyond the physical process, it goes beyond the physical body. It works from within the gross body, which we see. Like you have two hands, two legs, two eyes, two ears. Everybody has that. We can see that. You have, I have, I can look at you can look at me, we can see that. But what's happening within Purva, nobody knows. And all of the information physically is available on Google. Okay. If you want to check how I can make my knee better, okay, that's available. What dress would suit me, that's available on Google. But if you simply type it in that how I'm feeling from within, not available on Google. So that is something which you need to realize, which you need to figure out, and that you can only do with the spiritual practice, and yes, with pranayama and relaxation. So yeah, that's the future of yoga, which we are talking about.
Very true. And there goes also a saying ki knowledge is power only when applied. And same goes for yoga, I guess. Like only when we apply it in our lives, then only we'll know how powerful it is truly. So for a
Thank you.
beginner to become uh for yoga to be a way of life, right from meditation, pranayama to yoga asanas, how much duration would it usually take for a person who has never done yoga?
Mm-hmm. Honestly, they just need to start slow. They just need to start with basic joint movements, very basic movements, okay? Once they're good with that, they can aim for the asanas. And honestly, you don't have to keep 1 hour free if you're busy, if you're a beginner. Start from only 15 to 20 minutes. And gradually, once you're okay practicing for 15 minutes for a week, practice for 15 minutes. Then after that week, maybe practice for half an hour. After that, practice for 45 minutes. After 1 month, start practicing for 1 hour. So yoga is for everybody. There is no hard and fast rule that you have to practice for one hour. Just do two pranayama, 5 minutes of joint movements, and only 2 to 3 minutes of asana. And there you go. You're all set for the day. So that's how it is. So for beginner, start slow, but be consistent. Do not give up or do not stop in between. So that's all I would say.
Great. This is amazing. So can a woman who is pregnant and not done yoga, can she start some simple asanas, some simple yoga during her phase of pregnancy?
Oh, absolutely, Purva. Garv Sanskar is all about that. Yes, absolutely. I do take sessions prenatal and postnatal. Prenatal is before delivery, postnatal is after delivery. So, yes, absolutely. There are lots of people, they do not know what yoga can do and they want to practice it when they are pregnant because it brings that calmness, it brings the stress level down. Absolutely. Anybody who is not for the first 3 months, I would not advise for the first 3 months because in the first 3 months is very critical when the baby is actually becoming strong and when it's actually positioning itself in your ovary. So no, I would not recommend for the first 3 months. You can do simple mantra chanting. You can do breathing. You can do relaxation, but not a lot of physical practice. But once you're done with 3 months, then there you go. The world is yours. Start, do whatever you want to, but do it with a prenatal or postnatal certified teacher. Just do not do by looking online, because online you can see what they are showing, but they cannot see what you are doing. So you might end up hurting your baby. You might end up doing something which you should not. So yeah, that's that's all I have to say. If somebody's pregnant, yes, they can certainly practice yoga, of course. Yeah.
Is absolutely under guidance. So all the viewers, we are going to put on Nishaji's number also, so you can connect with her if you are expecting, you are planning pregnancy. Then we have a beautiful program also, Garbh Rachna, in which 3 months we prepare you. So if you are a beginner in yoga, you can start over there and then be in continuation with our yoga experts. Nishaji being one of our experts. So we would love for you all to be in touch, do yoga. And now, one question I would love to ask you is, and after that, we are also going to have a rapid fire round, okay? So, one question I would like to ask is, if any couple is listening right now and they're feeling literally tired or stuck and maybe even losing hope, they've tried everything. And then, what is that one shift? Just one where they both can begin, like, to move from waiting to getting into that phase of preparing for it.
So Purva, if any couple has tried everything, if they have invested so much money plus time plus energy into everything possible which is there, then why not give a chance to yoga? I mean, yoga is an ancient practice. So just believe. The only one thing which I'll say to shift maybe their point of view from medical to yoga, just believe that yoga has an answer for everything. Trust me. There are lots of people, stroke patients, BP patients, and they are doing yoga and actually they are feeling very well. So pregnancy is a small thing. I mean, do not think that yoga cannot make you achieve that. Absolutely. Give us a chance, give yoga a chance, give your ancient practice a chance, and you will see the miracle happening within your body.
Yes. So can you share a story which kind of gives you goosebumps when where somebody healed, shifted, or just surrendered and the miracle happened when they went with yoga?
Okay, so I'll share a story. Her name is Supriya, and she is an NRI living in Virginia, USA. And she started taking sessions from me, I think 6 months back. Yeah, she was very much stressed because she works in IT sector, and she's away from the family and she's not able to conceive. So she was very much stressed, and she was like, Nisha, what should I do? Please guide me through how we can achieve this. I simply told her that first, please bring your husband along so that I can talk to both of you as a couple. She then in next meeting, her husband was there. So I counseled them that how you need to bring your stress level down and everything. And after that, we started the practice, and within 3 months of continuous practice, fourth month, she did not get period. She was very happy. She did not take the test. She actually texted me, Nisha, can we have a session today? And it was midnight for me because midnight here is afternoon there. Okay. And I'm like, okay, we can catch up for 5-10 minutes. She was so excited. She took the test right in front, not right in front of me. I mean, when we were connected on the call, she went to Lou. She took that test and it was positive. She really showed me that strip, that pregnancy kit strip, and it was positive. She was so happy, and she has been taking sessions from me ever since. And both of them, even the husband, he was like, Nisha, I'm really grateful to you. Thank you for coming in our life and changing everything. And yeah, I felt really good that I made that difference. and they are happy. So yes, that's a success story.
Truly amazing. Was something where they hoped for, and then that miracle coming in their lives is even the baby soul must have seen, wow, they are turning into like, a mama papa I want.
Yep. Purva, I think your video is frozen. Purva, can you hear me? Yeah. The video is frozen for some like fraction of seconds, 10, 20 seconds.
Okay. Yeah, so when the soul itself is seeing that we are turning into amazing human beings who are full of joy, flexibility, and welcoming, I am sure like the baby soul chooses that yes, I want this mama papa. Yeah, that's absolutely true, which you said. The babies choose us, and yoga, making yoga a way of life is something everybody should start maybe from right now. If you have not been doing yoga, then yes, maybe this is the time key, this is the answer. Like they say, you are at the right time, at the right place, with the right person, listening to the right. So if you are listening to this and आपने अभी तक योगा नहीं किया है ना, then just हो जाओ शुरू. Yeah. So so Nisha ji, are you ready for a amazing yoga through the bombs? So we are going to do a small rapid fire. Yeah. So shall we start?
I'm
Yeah.
ready.
So, yes. So, one yoga pose every woman trying to conceive should not skip.
Buttercone asan, butterfly pose, titli asan. Never ever.
Okay. Morning yoga or evening yoga for pregnancy? What wins?
Morning yoga before eating anything, empty stomach.
One biggest mistake couples make while trying to conceive that yoga can fix.
Being stressed about pregnancy. Please don't be stressed. Just let go, surrender, believe, and just be absolutely stress free while making love so that you can bring a healthier, happier baby to this world. Please don't be stressed about pregnancy. It will happen. Don't worry about that.
One pranayam that's like magic for reproductive health.
Nadi Shodhan, alternate nostril breathing pranayam.
Is this also Anulom Vilom? The same?
Yes, same one. Anupam Vilom, yeah. That's the
Okay.
most common name, but I love to say Nadi Shodhan. That's a Sanskrit name. Yeah, same one.
Okay. So yoga versus gym for a person who is preparing for pregnancy, if you had to choose one.
Yoga any day yoga. I would never. I mean, you can go to gym if you want to build muscles. If you want to put on some thigh weight, maybe if you want to have six packs, yes, you can go to gym. If you want to do strength training, but if you are trying to be pregnant, if you want to heal within, yoga is the way.
One emotion that most affects fertility, but people ignore.
One emotion. Honestly, they get too overwhelmed when they start preparing for pregnancy. So, like I answered earlier as well, just let go. Nothing is in our hand. Trust me, we are mere character who are playing our role. Everything is written. Okay, so just let go. Don't be overwhelmed. Never ever. Being overwhelmed would not solve anything.
Yes, true. Absolutely. So doing is the key.
You need to give at least 3 to 6 months. Practice,
Three to
regular
six
practice,
months.
I'm saying. Yeah, for weight, no. Regular practice of 3 to 6 months would give you a positive result.
Okay. So in one sentence, complete this. Yoga has the power to dash.
Yoga has the power to transform you. Yoga has the power to heal yourself from within. And yoga has the power to spiritually awaken you and connect with the spiritual self. There is one definition of yoga, Purva, which I love to tell all of my students, that is Shiva or Shakti ka milan yog hai. Okay, so you just need to manifest that. Okay, अपने husband को शिव मानिए, खुद को शक्ति मानिए, just metaphorically, because we are nothing in front of God. आप ये मानिए and just start practicing yoga and you will see the positive results.
Does yoga enhance sexual health too?
Oh, absolutely, yes. The more happy you are, the more stress-free you are. You would love to. I mean, you would make love. You feel connected. You will release more endomorphin. You'll release more oxytocin. Oxytocin it helps in bonding. Okay, endomorphin is a hormone which helps in attachment. So yeah, of course. I mean, there's no question about it. Of course, it does help.
So yoga is the answer to everything, right? Thank you so much for answering these questions.
Right.
Your voice
And
is
eating right food, eating right as well. Eating good food is also another answer.
yes, true. So yoga in combination. So when a person is practicing yoga, how should their other habits like food, sleep, and or other habits be?
They should they should sleep for at least 7 hours of undisturbed sleep. They should follow sattvic food, and they should be on move all the time. They should not be lethargic, lying down. So yeah, that's all I would say. That should be the other lifestyle changes which they need to bring.
Thank you so much, Nisha ji. So one ending note you would like to tell our viewers.
Uh, I have said it so many times. I'll say it one more time. Yoga is the way. योगा से ही होगा. और बस देखो, आप जीवात्मा का परमात्मा से मिलन योग है, राइट? तो आप जीवात्मा हो, परमात्मा इज कॉस्मोस आउट समवेयर. जस्ट बिलीव, सरेंडर, and it will happen. The magic will happen. Baby will come to your life. Practice करते रहो and believe in yoga. That's it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the amazing inputs you have given about yoga, about life, about the breath which we are taking. Thank you so much, Nisha ji. And I hope you all enjoyed this. If you have any questions, put them down in the comment section and we'll be there to answer it. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a lovely day.
Thank you for having me on this podcast. And a beautiful day and good luck for conceiving. Bye bye.